Welcome to the Twisted Pint Tavern. Today, we're visiting r/DnD to answer, D&D players of Reddit, what is your dumbest Nat 20 you or someone you know has gotten? Playing a Totem Barbarian, level 8. I've been running from this bad guy for a few hours in-game dead sprint. I'm exhausted, hit level 3 exhaustion. Bad guy is a rogue who's been chasing me and is finally catching up. I haven't been doing well combat-wise earlier and I'm down to 10 hit points out of almost 90. The rogue is also exhausted. We roll for initiative. He's got disadvantage, I've got a normal roll because of a level 7 feature giving me advantage, balancing out the exhaustion debuff. We both rolled pretty low, but I went out. I used my turn to try and convince him to stay his hand. He was full HP and I had no rages left. Hey, I'm kinda tired. Do you mind trying this whole thing tomorrow? Roll for persuasion? Nat 20. Disadvantage, roll again. Nat 20. -1 for a 19 total. DM rolls a wisdom save, gets something like less than 10. Rogue says, okay, tomorrow. I crawled to the closest town and hid in a car, headed back to the town I ran from. Good times. Honestly though, that's how you get yourself like a Sherlock Moriarty situation. You respect each other once and now your arch nemesis, something. He's your arch nemesis for the rest of your life. Just today, someone in my party was rolling 1s through 15s. The only time he hit a nat 20 was with the performance check, when he wanted to dance while exiting the room. He moonwalked out of the room, while the druid burned everything in that room to the ground. I made sure to enjoy it, and I put on some music. Or the one time the Goliath tried to intimidate an elderly couple and accidentally gave them a heart attack, which led to them dying. Yeah, something I've learned is when you're trying to do something non-lethally, but you roll a nat 20, it has a habit of becoming lethal, and I don't know why. Barbarian wants on a heavily guarded boat. Why are these all barbarians? Tired of planning. Fuck it, I'm just gonna walk in. Guard is all, you're not allowed here. Barbarian is all, yes I am. Boom, nat 20. Guard is all, Barbarian walks past like he's allowed here. Guard assumes he must be allowed here. It's like that, like the rift in jail in Skyrim when the guard's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Yes I am actually. Oh, my apologies, go right in, sir. I'm running a modified version of Lost Mine of Phandelver, and a few sessions ago the characters met Darren Edermath, the leader and sole member of the Phandalin chapter of the Order of the Gauntlet. In my game, I made Darren an old retired bard, as one of the PCs is a member of the Order, and he invited them into his home to give them some intel regarding the Red Brand hideout. One of the party members asked him to play a song for them, hoping it would give them all bardic inspiration. To which I happily obliged, and basically said, okay, you all now have bardic inspiration. You have 1d6 that you can add to your next attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. But you're not in combat or anything like that, and it only lasts for 10 minutes, so you might want to use it soon. The monk of the group proceeded to use his bardic inspiration to do a cool dance around Darren's house, where he ended it by clicking his heels together, kind of going ta-da, just generally being an entertaining guy, which Darren appreciated. Then our barbarian Goliath proceeded to roll up his sleeve and flex as hard as he could. The bardic inspiration ended up not mattering, because he rolled a nat 20. With this nat 20, the Goliath flexed so hard that the veins in his arms were bulging. He looked like a straight up bodybuilder, just standing in the middle of this guy's house flexing. Everyone just kinda watched, and Darren stood there, nodding his head, saying, wow, cool, that's very impressive stuff. I'd like to imagine this in a non-D&D scenario though. Like, for one reason or another, you're hanging out at this guy's house and he's like playing music for you and your buddies, right? And then one of you're just having a good time dancing around and everything to the music. And then the guy's like, okay, yeah, these people enjoy my music, and turns around and sees one dude flexing in front of the mirror so hard he's about to bust his muscle open. Like, how would you even handle that? Alright, this is one of my own stories. So I was a part of this campaign with a few friends of mine in which I played a barbarian for the first time. Yes, again, a barbarian. Now, I'm usually more of a rogue or spellcaster kind of guy, but in this particular campaign, we were assigned random character sheets, and I just happened to get the polar opposite of my usual cup of tea, which turned out to be a blast. His name was Glornog, and I still gave him my own flair. You see, Glornog the Barbarian was convinced that he was the best thief in the land, not just some fighter. And anytime someone found him while he was sneaking or something, he'd either crush them or intimidate them into looking the other way. Anyway, we were in this tavern and the tavern keep was acting a bit suspicious. We didn't know for sure that he was evil, he wasn't, but we had to check things out anyway. So naturally, when the topic of sneaking into the tavern while it was closed came up, good old Glornog, best thief, insisted on being the one to do it. So he did. When I was told to roll for stealth, I did, nat 20. Then I had to search around for evidence, nat 20. For once, Glornog was best thief. But then the tavern keep came inside, as the party members we had outside keeping watch didn't see him go toward the back entrance. So this guy comes upstairs where he actually ended up living and sees Glornog at the top of the stairs, holding an armful of books. The tavern keep, rightfully so, gets a wee bit upset, tries to smack Glornog on the shoulder while berating him. Glornog the barbarian, in the moment, just decides to shove the tavern keep backward to make some space. Well, nat 20. The tavern keep's roll to contest the shove, nat 1. So right back down the stairs he went, with an off-putting crunch at the bottom step that left him, well, dead. The good news, he was innocent. The bad news, he was innocent. Thanks for stopping by the Twisted Pint Tavern, and watch your head. Oh yeah, I've gotta move that lantern away from the door. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stories and subscribe if you want to become a regular. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.